What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to talk about the Akai MPC 3 live rumors that are out there right now. I know all the rumors came out yesterday. I kind of missed it. Rough football weekend, man. Cowboys lost. Huskers lost. The Falcons lost. And all four of my fantasy football teams might take L's this week. I was kind of busy yesterday, but here we are today. I've kind of gathered some information just to kind of let you guys know everything that I know about the MPC3 Live and the specs and all the, you know what I'm saying, all the rumors and everything. So let's start off by taking a look at this thing. So this is currently what the pictures look like of the Akai MPC3 Live or Live 3. So as you see here, it's got a lot more buttons and a lot more stuff going on than the MPC Live 2. So here's what the MPC2 Live 2 look like. You see here it's got 8, 12, you know what I'm saying, 22, 26 buttons here. And then in comparison to this one has, 16, 32, 38, 48, 53, 57 buttons. You know what I'm saying? 60 buttons total. So it looks like this one has a lot going on. Things that I like about it is obviously with the new buttons and all that stuff, it's going to give you more functionality. You just have to get used to it. I'm not with all the colors on this though. I'm cool with, like all the pads being red or all the pads being blue, or all these up here being red or blue. But when everything is like red, white, and blue, it looks like a rainbow. I just can't get jiggy with it. But I do understand what might make this dope. This is all speculation. Is that you can probably, well, not speculation, because you could probably make the pads whatever color that you want to make them. So, you can make all your kicks one color. So, when you're finger drumming where the kicks are at, where all the hi-hats are at, it makes it easily as a visual representation, maybe your snares and your claps. So, yeah, I do get that would make it easier for you to finger drum and all that other stuff. But for me, I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't need all that color in mine. And if I did, I would like it more like this. Because you see on this one, it just looks so bright. Like, I don't want my outside of the pads. I just want the underlying of the pads. This just looks so much cleaner. In my opinion, the pads on this one look so much cleaner than what's presented on this. That's just my opinion. But let's go ahead and talk about the pricing and everything. So it looks like what they say on the pricing on this is going to be, this is what I saw originally on the internet. So I saw that it was going to be 2,299 Canadian. Obviously 2,299 Canadians, about 1662, 66. There are some more things they're wondering though about the pricing. So, this is the reported list price for the Akai MPC 3. There might be additional cost. The final cost could be around $1,900 once taxes and potential tariffs on imported goods and shipping costs are factored in. So that might be more of a, that's all of us, I guess, with tariffs and everything right now. So we don't got the exact price on that, but we do have some of the specs. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these specs that we got here. So the Akai MPC 3 Live features an 8-core processor, which is fire, 8 gigabytes of RAM, which I believe is double. Didn't it only have 4 in the previous version? And then it's got 128 gigabytes of internal storage, fire, about time, plus a dedicated connection for user expandable SATA drive, SSD, and HDD. So obviously we know it runs standalone MPC3 OS with a new main mode and a linear song mode as well. So I don't have an MPC Live 2. I've said that many times. I think you guys know that, but I've had an MPC3 Key 37. I did a review on that and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do the MPC beats tutorials. I've had MPCs in the past. So I know a little bit about an MPC, not too much, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Here's some of the key specifications on this new version of the MPC Live. You know what I'm saying? I guess, allegedly. The processor is going to be an 8-core processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 120 gigabytes internal storage. Read that, 16 MPC expressive pads. It's going to have a standalone MPC OS, monitors built in, microphone, high quality studio mic for sampling. Now here is where it gets dope. So my main thing about this new MPC that I think is going to be great for all MPC users is when we come down here and we look kind of at the connectivity. So we'll come back up here to these features, but the connectivity, it's going to have 2 XLR 1/4-inch combo jacks with preamps, So you're going to be able to record into your MPC. And I believe that there's going to be 24 tracks now that you can use. So you can hopefully, there's a lot of old MPC heads here who are probably watching this video, and some new heads. The new heads might not understand, but with the old MPCs, you could run your line through that and then run it into your mixer or wherever you're going to run whatever. And when you would run your vocals through an old MPC, it would just do some magic to your vocals. It would just add saturation, add like some more analog warmth, and it would just do something special to your vocals. Same with drums and stuff like that. I wonder if the new preamp is going to be a callback, or maybe it's like the 80 conversion is going to be similar to what it was on the old MPC, since you're going to be able to record into it. You know, I wonder if they're going to call back to that architecture or whatever they were doing with their circuitry and stuff like that. I don't have that answer, but that would be dope, you know, but that's a solid feature. And then it's got the 2 1/4-inch TS instrument outputs. It's going to have 2 RCA inputs. It's going to have 2 1/4-inch foot switch outputs. It's going to have 8 3.5 millimeter CV gate outputs. It's going to have 2 5-pin MIDI outputs, but this is what I like too. This is going to be good for a synth head that uses these. It also has 4 5-pin MIDI outputs. So you're going to be able to link up 2 different synthesizers at the same time to your MIDI keyboard or to your live, and it's going to allow you to run those off of a MIDI keyboard. So now if you're somebody who's like me, I run MIDI from one synth to another synth, and then in between I'll run the sound, the 1/4 inches to a pedal on one board, like the Take 5, and then like with the Astrolab, I'll run effects into, maybe this, you know what I'm saying, this ME80, and then I'll have them come into the mixer, and then I'll blend the 2 sounds together, and now I get this really thick preset. Well, now you're going to be able to, it's going to be easier for you to link up more synthesizers. You'll probably be able to link up 4 to 5 synthesizers at a time if you wanted to get thick sounds. So that's solid. That's solid. I know a lot of, new school cats don't use 5-pin MIDI, but if you use synthesizers, you probably still use 5-pin MIDIs. It's got 2 USB Type A ports. It's got a USB Type B port, 1 SD card slot, power adapt input. And then here's some of the stuff you guys should already know, because it's already in the MPC 3 operating system, like the main mode, the linear song arranger, full color mixer, XL channel strips, disk streaming, all that stuff's already going to be there. So what are my thoughts? It looks like, if this is the true leak, it looks like they're trying to do a lot to make it easier to operate everything off this main screen. So adding all these different controls makes it to where you don't have to go through other menus. That's like my one thing with the MPC, which I get it, because you have so much control. It's a workstation, and there's only so many buttons. But when you add more buttons and the more familiarity you get, the easier it makes your workflow. So I know a lot of people might complain about that right now, but I guarantee you, whatever all these buttons and all this is doing, it's going to make the workflow easier. I wish it was a little more clear so I could read it, but tis what tis. So, that's what I got for you guys today. I want to know below in the comments, though, what features do you guys want in the new MPC 3 Live? What do you guys not want in the MPC Live 3? Do you know what can be improved on? Do you guys want them to bring back some of the old 80 conversion? Are you going to use the preamps and record everything in the box? I want to know. Let me know below in the comments. So that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure, if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.